Everyone here on 2K Sports can't wait to get some NBA action going.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Seattle. Now Curry. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. Stolen by Henderson. Here's Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse. The score in so many ways.
Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this great, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Stephen Curry.
Curry gets the bucket.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Henderson. Misses in close. And so Curry will bring it up for Seattle. Turner with the screen. The three. And Stephen Curry gets the three.
3 points.
Curry's got his second basket of the night.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Well, look, if you give Henderson room for liftoff, he's gonna jam it all over.
Here's Curry with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 8 points.
And he's not gonna miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Smith, no luck. Seattle has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. To the middle. Back to Curry. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Personal foul.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
In the corner, Smith with it. Lets the three fly. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Curry looking it over. Brooks grabs the board. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. For three, Smith. Smith missing again. And the rejection by Smith.
When Smith is out there, that is what this team needs from him. Rim protection.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Turner. Misses from close range. McDaniels left side. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Henderson. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Just 5 on the clock. No one near Smith as he lets it go.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Curry with the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 11.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now here's Henderson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
To end the drought, DiVincenzo with the rebound. No question, Scoot Henderson has excelled from a very early age.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think it was tough on Scoot Henderson when he first came in the league. The expectations were so high, and we didn't absolutely dominate early. People got down on him, but this is a really talented guy. If we just give him a little time, he's going to be one of the best guards in this league.
On its way from Curry for 2.
Stephen Curry.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Henderson looking it over. Over Eason. Henderson with another miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And no need to rush on a situation like that. That's just giving away a possession.
Curry way outside. Curry with another miss. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Turner. Back to Curry. Another miss by Curry. Henderson inside the three-point line. And that time, also a missed shot. Outside Curry. Shoots over McDaniel. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Seattle ahead. They're up by 11. And back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Seattle?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
In the corner, Smith with it.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 13 now for Seattle. Smith for three. Drains the three-pointer. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Mitchell left side. Takes the three. Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good. DiVincenzo's got a pair of triples in the second now for Seattle. Smith for three.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside. Here's Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
I like to see Turner doing the little things out there, like setting a solid screen in the pick and roll.
Smith for three. Smith missing again.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Henderson outside. Will it go? Eason grabs the board. And stolen by Williams.
Seattle foul.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the paint. And here's Exum. Jacks up a three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Cans it from downtown.
3 points.
Curry's got 18 points.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Nice shot by Brooks.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Back to Curry. Launches a three.
2 minutes.
And another three for Seattle.
Stephen Curry.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's Exum on the wing. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Curry outside. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
To the left wing. Pass to Exum. 5 to shoot. Now here's McDaniel. Three-pointer, Brooks. Outside Curry. .52 seconds left in the first half of the game. High post try. And it's Seattle with another.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
To halt the run. And Tice throws it down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Goga Bitadze.
Seattle leading by 23. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Curry shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
From deep, Brooks. It's been all about Stephen Curry for Seattle. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue.
38.
We've got more in store for you right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back over to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
The rebound by Turner.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Eason, the screen. The shot's good. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. In the corner, Smith with it. Henderson outside. With the drive. Clock at 4. Pass to Brooks.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
And here is DiVincenzo. Good, and Curry gets the assist. DiVincenzo's got his third basket of the night right there.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Smith, no luck.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
It's Curry outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Right side Curry. And the rejection by Smith.
Love the anticipation there from Smith. You could see him getting ready to block that.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Seattle.
Outside Curry. Over Smith. Rebound by Smith. Henderson outside. Down low. McDaniels on the wing. To the inside. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Yeah, keep it simple. Get Smith the ball near the rim. Good things will happen.
Eason, the screen. It's Curry outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
From outside, off the mark. Brooks outside. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Outside Curry. Over Henderson. The shot by Curry, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Traps in the tray.
Defensively, you do not want to allow Williams to heat up from out there.
Burks for three, and no good that time. Mitchell with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Burks. Screen by Batadze. Seattle missing again.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
A shot by what a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Seattle. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 39.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Pass to Exum. Shoots the three. That shot off.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
The ball goes to Seattle.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
13 feet away. Curry's shot is off. Here's Black. Tice. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Exum with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Curry. Pass to Eason. Puts up a three. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 42 in the game.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Checking in for your home team.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Down low. And finished off by McDaniel.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's DiVincenzo. Curry on the wing. Shoots over McDaniel. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Curry's got 44.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Well, and he breaks out
the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Curry, that's good.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Henderson. Sweet little floater. Henderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
It's Curry outside. Rebound by Smith. Henderson outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Henderson. Here he goes. The rebound by Turner. And it's Seattle with the ball.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Seattle.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Stephen Curry.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This crowd would